Virtual Campground is a community of RVers. We gather around the campfire to share stories, information, and travel tips that help you on your next adventure. Your camp hosts, Deborah and Barry Benton, are full-time RVers in search of quaint bookstores, cozy coffee shops with great Wi-Fi, and epic photography opportunities, all to share with you. So pull up your chair and join us in the Virtual Campground. Welcome to the Virtual Campground. I am here with Dan Hemming of RVSolarConsulting.com. Welcome to the Virtual Campground, Dan.
Thanks, Barry. Thanks for having me.
It's a little windy out here. I appreciate you joining me. So Dan and I met through a do-it-yourself RV Facebook group. And I was posting some questions out there, and some people referred us to Dan. Dan connected to me, and turns out we were in the same area. So we thought we would get together and talk about RV solar and all the things that I needed to learn. And I thought, well, this would be some great information for all of the virtual campgrounders. So thanks for joining me.
I'm glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Dan Hemming and RVSconsulting.com. What do you do, and how do you do it?
Well, I've been full-time for 3.5 years, and I learned about solar on the road and took a passion for it and realized I really enjoyed it, and have helped numerous friends. And I decided January of this year to make it official, and even though I've been doing the consulting probably for well over a year now, I became official this year and started my business, and I enjoy helping people get the right system for them to make sure it's what they need out on the road.
Awesome. And right now you are limited, you're limiting your services to the consulting side of the business, but in the future you're looking at expanding that to actually doing installs.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about, so what does RV solar consulting mean to the person who may want to put a solar system in their RV?
Well, if it's someone that's a little bit more DIY oriented and they just want to know what type of system they should build, or don't even know where to start, I can help them from the ground up. Or if they've got some ideas, I can talk to them and tell them that either the system they've designed is going to work great, or maybe give them some suggestions equipment wise and that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
And my main point is just to help people end up with a system that they're happy with and not something that they regret or they have to redo again for some reason.
Yeah.
So
yeah, okay, awesome. So one of the things that we want to spend some time with Dan on is just walking through all the different components of a solar install for an RV, and then how do you bring it all together. So over the course of the next few hours, we'll be talking about that, and glad to have you along. Okay. All right, so Dan, where do you start? Because I've seen so many posts in the Facebook groups about people wanting to get solar, run their air conditioner, and do all sorts of things. How do you even get started in RV solar?
Well, when someone contacts me, the first thing I kind of tell them is, normally you do an energy audit, but I like to just have people tell me a story, tell me how they want to live. I set their expectations on what they've told me, what they want to do, and we try to adjust from there to see what can we do for them, what can I help them with. And is there loads? Are they running simple loads? Are they trying more? What do they need to do during the day? And what are their energy needs during the night? That becomes the most important thing, is how much energy do you need to make it through the night to the next morning till the solar can pick up again. Yeah,
because you obviously don't have solar in the evening to keep the batteries topped off. So if you're running a CPAP machine, if you're if you have your hot water heater, if you want that to go all night, if you want to run your heat pump or your air conditioner, well, that's even very difficult to do.
Yes.
But tell me your story. From the time you get up in the morning to the time you wake up the next morning, what do you like to have happen in your RV?
Yeah, and for instance, some people like their coffee in the morning or tea, or maybe they want to make toast or run the microwave and stuff. And those are a little bit bigger draw, but we can usually accommodate that. And then, are they a working individual and are they needing to run their computer or high-end, desktop or something? And that all kind of tells a story of what they're going to need.
Okay.
And
yeah, because it's different. You mentioned working professionals, so That's what we are. We work during the day, so we're constantly in the rig most work days, and so that's a different energy draw than someone who leaves their rig in the morning, goes out into the national park and spends all day hiking, and then comes back in the evening. Well, they haven't used much electricity in theory in their rig, so that's a different scenario.
And that person might be someone that comes and ends up using a lot of power at nighttime, and then so they may need more energy storage, which comes down the batteries.
Okay.